Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about one of the most efficient ways of making money in Grand Theft Auto Online. A way of making money that is not only going to save you time, but probably a lot more fun than what you're normally used to, and this has to do with your alt character. You see, I saw a comment the other day that said, can you go over all the advantages of using an alt character and how you can make more income than just playing on your main account? So that's exactly what I'm going to do for today's video. Take a look at my bank account right now, $75,168,000, right? And I've got $1.4 million sitting in the bank. If I go over to Maze Bank on Money and Services, and I deposit the just about 5 million into my bank account, we are going to have 76 million and then $653,705. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go to online, we're going to go to swap character, and what we're going to do is go to my main account. When I mean alt account, I don't mean you're literally buying a new Grand Theft Auto account. I mean you are literally swapping characters in the pause menu, which you are able to do. Any player that owns a copy of GTA is allowed to make one secondary account. So we can see we've got Poobder, and then we got Poob Man. So we're going to swap over to Poob Man, and when we take a look at Poob Man's bank account, it should be exactly the same to the literal last dollar as the other account we just transferred the money into. As you can see, we have finally loaded into a session, and take a look at our bank account. $76,653,705. It doesn't matter what cash you have. Cash is not shared between accounts, but any money you put into your bank account is shared between both accounts. Now this is absolutely huge, and you can probably already imagine that making money is going to be a lot better if you can share it between two separate accounts. Some of you might be wondering how having a secondary account gives you an advantage in making money, so I'll explain. Let's say you have just completed the Dr. Dre VIP mission to make a crisp $1 million, but now you have to wait an hour and a half before you can start it up again due to the cooldown that Rockstar has placed on it. Well, no worries. If you purchase an agency on your alt account, you can very simply start up the heist there. And instead of having to wait for the cooldown, you can just go back to back, doing it on your main, then going to your alt, then going to your main, then going to your alt. That is just a very simple explanation on how you can make so much more money, because you don't need to worry about cooldowns. But also, there are passive businesses that you can take advantage of this method with. For example, we are flying over one of those passive businesses, which is Special Cargo. For any of you that are unaware, Special Cargo does not rely on you actually being in the game for the timer to give you the crates to go down. So if you walk inside of a large, medium, or small Special Cargo warehouse, you will see that there's an associate. And all you need to do is walk up to this associate, pay them $7,500, and now there is a 48-minute timer started. So, in exactly 48 minutes, whether I'm playing the game or it is completely closed, when I come back in the GTA, I will get 1, 2, or if I'm lucky, 3 crates from that associate. So, if you own 5 large warehouses on your main account and 5 large warehouses on your secondary account, that means that you can get double the income from your Special Cargo. I do need to mention something right now when we are talking about Special Cargo, and that is your main character and alt character's accounts do not share the same properties. What that means is, as we can see, I own 5 large Special Cargo warehouses, and it probably cost me upwards of $10 to $12 million, even on discount, to get all 5 of those. If you were to swap characters and go to your secondary account, you would need to buy all 5 of those warehouses again. Now, do I think it's worth the money? Yes. But it is going to take time to get all that money back that you've spent, and obviously you are going to have to save up a lot. Now the good news is, as I did say, you share money between your main account bank and your secondary. So as long as you have enough money to purchase the properties you want, and you don't need to buy them all at once, you'll still be able to slowly build your empire on your secondary account. Owning 5 large special warehouses, which anybody can do on their main account, is going to net you $144,000 every hour as long as you just source goods with your associates. That's all you have to do. So every 48 minutes, you need to head over to each warehouse. It takes about 3 minutes, and then boom, you have money coming in. Now, obviously, if you own 10 large warehouses, it means that you are now going to be earning $288,000 every hour just by simply restocking all 10 of them every 48 minutes. That is a lot of money for very little effort. And while it sounds like a lot, you know, ooh, I got to restock all 10, it's only going to take you probably about maybe 6 to 7 minutes to do all of that for literally $288,000 of free money where you don't ever have to worry about it. It's a set it and forget it type of thing. The next passive business that makes you money whether you're logged in or not is the Chop Shop, specifically the tow truck repo missions, which is actually a really nice thing that makes these missions just a bit more lucrative. But you will have to buy an additional Chop Shop on your secondary account, so I guess that is a bit of a downside. All you need to do for the tow truck missions is grab a vehicle that is scattered around the map. As you can see, this one is literally right in the city, and it takes just a moment. We're going to hook it up, and boom, we have to drive 0.58 miles, and we're all done. Once I deliver this vehicle back into my Chop Shop, it's going to net me about $30,000 to $40,000, which is actually really nice. It means you're going to make around $70,000 on average for 2 vehicles, and it's only going to take you like 5 minutes to get both vehicles delivered. So this is actually really good money. Then in 48 minutes, all you need to do is head back over to your Chop Shop and do it again. Not only that, but you also make $24,000 every 48 minutes of passive income. So you're literally just making free money when it comes to your Chop Shop, and you can do this obviously for both accounts. And the final passive business we have is Rooster from your hangar. You walk up to Rooster, you pay him $25,000, and he's going to come back with a crate that's worth anywhere from $30,000 to 2 crates, which will be worth $60,000. To be honest, I wouldn't recommend purchasing a second hangar on your secondary account unless you really plan on using that account a lot, because yeah, you're not going to make that much money with Rooster. I'm going to be completely honest right now. But it is still a way of making money, and yeah. If you're a fan of time trials and the easy money you can make with them, well, good news. You can do time trials once on your main account and once on your secondary account, which actually means you can make $200,000 a week just from time trials. Plus, there's also the junk energy time trials, and we have all the other ones available as well. So, actually, pretty dang cool. Occasionally, Rockstar actually doubles the money you can make with time trials as well. So, I really don't have any complaints there. Time trials are just a really fun way of making money, and if you can do them twice, there's no complaints. Unless you're me trying to do the time trial right there and your car flips 18 times and you die. Either way, just another little way of adding some extra cash into your bank account. And now we arrive to the final big bucks if you want to make money, and that is the Cayo Perico Heist and, as I mentioned before, Dr. Dre Agency Mission. For example, the Cayo Perico Heist has the longest cooldown for any heist in the game. When you start it up, you are going to have to wait 2 hours before you are able to do it again. And this is a big bummer because it is by far the most effective way as a solo player to make money in the game. But the good news is that you can do the heist on your main account, and then instead of waiting 2 hours to start it up again, all you need to do is swap characters, and if you own the Kosatka on your second account, you can literally start it up right there once again. And by the time you finished it on your secondary account, there's probably only going to be about maybe an hour, maybe less, before you have to start it again. And that means you can just head over to the agency, do a single Dr. Dre VIP mission, and boom, the heist is ready to start again. And then you can do the second Cayo Perico heist, and then the agency again. And you can start to understand how this is a loop of making millions upon millions. This is by far the most efficient way of making money in Grand Theft Auto Online, and it's super effective. And that's obviously the same thing you can do when it comes to your agency. If you hate the Cayo Perico heist, you hate spamming it over and over, then make your way over to the agency, do the Dr. Dre VIP mission once, and then once you're waiting for the cooldown and you've completed it, swap accounts, head back over to the agency you've purchased, and do it again. It's just that simple, and it's going to make you millions upon millions of dollars. These are the best ways of making money in Grand Theft Auto Online. And yeah, I mean, I would highly recommend do it. It's not cheating. Rockstar fully knows that this is a way of making money in the game, and it's a great way of making money. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you enjoyed today's content, let me know. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.